I've come to Jerash in Jordan, where evidence of the tussle between the ancient god and his new rival can still be seen within the stunning remains of the Roman city. Here was once a magnificent temple complex dedicated to Bacchus, until the 4th century AD, when Roman rulers swapped allegiance to the younger religion with its one all-powerful god. First, the Emperor Constantine had converted to Christianity, and then pretty quickly things got even tougher for the old gods. One of his successors, Theodosius I, outlawed paganism. Theodosius' name means God-given, and for him there was only room in the world for one true god. At Jerash, Bacchus was ousted from his temple. This triumphant archway and monumental staircase marked an entrance to a massive church built slap bang on top of the god's sanctuary. The figure of Bacchus and his fervent adulation by his followers posed a serious threat to the burgeoning Christ cult. And interestingly, not because the two were wildly different, but actually because they shared remarkable similarities. Just listen to this. Drinking his wine, we drink of him. Through this gift, man is made new again. Now, that's not actually a quote from the New Testament, even though it sounds like it. It's a description of Bacchus from the Euripides play, The Bacchae. Descriptions of Bacchus in ancient myths and Jesus in the New Testament had striking similarities. We're told both performed miracles, like changing water into wine. Both had immortal fathers and human mothers. And Bacchus was said to have been killed by Titans before being born again. With so many parallels between Jesus and Bacchus, a fiercely fought popularity contest ensued. Archaeological finds from Cyprus, just a day's sailing away across the Mediterranean, seem to show how Bacchus's faithful hit back at their rival by playing with Christian iconography. The evidence is located in the city of Nea Paphos in the 4th century House of Ion. This is a really remarkable find. Basically, what you have here is a whole bevy of Greek gods and goddesses and deities and spirits. They've all very handily got their names above them. Here's the lovely heavenly nectar. Here is gorgeous ambrosia. And in the middle there's the god Hermes with the little wings on his helmet. And he's cradling the baby Bacchus in his lap. Now, of course, we're used to Jesus being represented as a kind of divine baby, and it's being made crystal clear here that Bacchus is super special because he's got a halo around his head. Also, just have a look at these three figures to the side. They're kneeling down and paying their respects to the baby Bacchus, just as the three magi came to adore the baby Jesus in Bethlehem. At this time, Bacchus is being honoured at his shrines and altars that are dedicated to the Father and the Son. And increasingly during his cult, the fact that he is a bringer of life after death is being celebrated. I think that here you have nothing less than Bacchus being sold to the world as the saviour of mankind. As a god who crossed boundaries, part mortal, part divine, Bacchus was believed to move between the realms of the living and the dead. Like Jesus, he even offered access to an afterlife. Not surprisingly, from the birth of Christianity, Christians were keen to show who was boss. For me, this is a real clincher. It's John's Gospel, chapter 15, verse 1. And in it, Jesus declares, "I am the true vine." Now, just think of that statement in relation to whiny, viney Bacchus, who's been romping around the known world for centuries. It seems as though the Christians are urgently saying it's Jesus Christ who is the truth, the light, the way forward, not outdated, fake Bacchus.
With the might of Rome behind Jesus, Bacchus didn't stand a chance. And in the ancient world, his following all but disappeared.